What's up, y'all? It's Timmy, and today I got a different kind of video for you guys. So let's go step inside the truck house really quick and get it started. Okay, I think we're recording. So this is going to be a different style video. As you guys know, my channel mainly focuses on adventures based out of the truck house. That's what the channel is about. But today I thought I'd do kind of a fun video, a little different video, and I'm going to be reacting to the worst comments I've had on my channel the last couple years. So let's do it. Comment number 1. This first comment's from Rick James. Well, your devil logo turned me off, so I don't much care about your trip. Happy travels. Well, Rick, I don't know where you get the devil logo thing from. I actually get this a lot. A lot of people see the bull horns, which is on the hat up there. As most of you guys know, one hand signal can mean a lot of different things. And this, for me, does not mean the devil. It means riding the bull, send it, full send, whatever you want to call it. Living hard, living life to the full. That's what that's about. So this has nothing to do with me worshiping the devil. I'm not off in some dark basement somewhere worshiping Satan. That's just riding the bull, because that's what we do in this channel. There you go. This next comment is referring to my Alpine Creek Lodge video where I went out there and went on a trapping tour with Bob and Claude, which he's ran since he was like 8 years old. This comment's from Anonymous. Trapping an animal and letting it die in pain just ain't right. Maybe one day you'll find a hidden bear trap and learn. Goodbye. First off, that's kind of a mean thing to wish on someone, to step in a bear trap. It's not very nice. Second off, I wasn't the one trapping. And lastly, I don't expect everyone to understand trapping and the life of trapping, but when you live out in the middle of nowhere and there is no other way to make income, and people have been doing this for hundreds of years, and it's just a lifestyle in a lot of Alaskan communities, and this happens to be one of them. So that's, you don't have to like it, you don't have to accept it, but that is a way of life, and people have different ways of lives. There you have it. All right, let's move down to the next comment. This comment is from another anonymous person, and it says, Timmy, glad you got the new toy Suzuki Samurai to explore with. You ask for money for diesel, and we enjoy your YouTube channel. How does the cost of a new Suzuki Samurai fit into the diesel fuel cost? Just be upfront and honest. Been watching you for several years. You have a job with Alaska DMV, and you rent your home out, and YouTube pays you, and then you get money from charity donations. Well, anonymous person, first off, I did not buy the Suzuki Samurai with YouTube money. I used my own money from my job, which I work full-time, to buy that, and that was a channel investment. Secondly, I don't rent my home out. I built a house in Girdwood, Alaska. It's a 16 by 20 cabin, and I built it as the rental house, but I haven't been able to build my main house, so I'm living in the rental, so I'm not renting anything out. Thirdly, I actually don't really get that many donations, so there's that. And last but not least, diesel is extremely expensive in this truck. On that road trip, I spent a little over $7,000 in diesel fuel, so that's just an idea. That's with no oil changes or anything, which are also extremely expensive in a diesel. And the main thing that people don't take into account is what it costs to upkeep this truck. Since I've started the YouTube channel, I've had to put a new built transmission in this thing. I've had to do new springs in the rear of the truck and the front of the truck. I've had to do a whole bunch of stuff to the engine. I've had to do wheel bearings. I've had to do axle seals. I've had to put new tires on it because I've worn them down. And if you have an F350, which is a large truck, it's really expensive. Every part on this huge truck is more expensive than a small truck because it's larger. It just costs more to make. So it does take a lot of money to have this lifestyle and to keep this truck going and keep this thing in the road and make all these videos for you guys. Honestly, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I wouldn't be able to go on half the adventures in this truck just because I couldn't afford the diesel alone. I've told you guys a whole bunch in the past, but every dime I make on YouTube goes right back into the channel, right back into this truck, and keeps this truck rolling so I can crank out videos for you guys. So there you go. Next comment. This comment's from I Don't Eat My Friends. Social Blade estimates his annual YouTube earnings upwards of $46,400. He definitely doesn't need our donations, especially when most nomads live on $10,000 a year. Well, first off, like I was just saying a second ago, $10,000 a year. I just spent $7,000 just on my road trip in this truck. So I have no idea. There's no way I could live off $10,000 a year. Between a new transmission and the rear springs of this truck and the high pressure oil pump, that was $12,000 instantly, $7,000 in diesel. So you start doing the math, it adds up really quick. And also, I do not make $46,000 a year off YouTube. That would be sweet. I honestly have no idea where sites like Social Blade and these online money guesstimation services come up with their numbers. That is completely off, so there you go. This next comment is referring to when I got stuck out in Colorado, way out this 4-wheel drive trail, and no one could come get me because this truck is massive and they didn't have a way to get me out of there. And I was broken down for like 5 days. This comment's from J Ball. To be honest, was it that bad? He got towed out. He had friends there. He had enough cell service to contact people. They drove to town multiple times. Sure, it sucks you broke down, but that's owning a car type. Well, Jay, maybe it wasn't that bad, but also, not everyone breaks down as far as possible out a 4-wheel drive trail in a truck so large that no one else can tow them out. So there's that. And yeah, it was kind of a big deal, dude. I worked on my truck for 5 days, tore the top of the engine apart, could not figure it out. And we did a whole bunch of calling around and could only find one guy that would come get us out of there in another 96 F350, and he broke down pulling me out and almost wrecked the truck. So it was pretty freaking crazy to get the truck house off that 4-wheel drive trail. Wasn't a normal situation, so yeah, man, it actually was pretty bad. This next comment refers to a video that I made that was showing basically the first concert that had happened in Alaska since COVID. It had been over a year since COVID had started, and Alaska wasn't having any outbreaks, so I went to my buddy's concert down in Hope in June of 2021. This comment's from Richard Minavini. Playing games with yours and other people's health? Nice. Well, Richard, it turns out that humans have a choice in life, and that was my choice, and I based it off the COVID situation in Alaska at the time, which was really calm, and there were no spikes, and a lot of people were out there having a great time and just living life again. And at that point, it had been a long time since people had been out, and people were just ready to move on and live. And that's all I'm gonna say. This next comment is referring to when I went out to the Into the Wild bus in my snow machine by myself just to see the area, even though I knew the bus wasn't there. This comment's from Eric T. WTF, he tries to snowmobile there and doesn't even make it. That's like cheating. Do the right thing, live in the elements and hike there. Let's follow this thing called Leave No Trace. Well, Eric, first off, I did actually make it to where I was trying to go. I wasn't trying to get to the bus because I knew the bus wasn't there. I was trying to see the area that the bus was in, just to see the area. If you feel like hiking it, go for it, bro. It's like 27 miles one way, post-holing through snow, so that's like almost 60 miles round trip. No, thank you. I'll take the snow machine. This next comment is referring to the same trip. It's from F Crazy Bone. Seems like nothing got accomplished in meeting your goal. Would have made more sense without the snowpack, and seems like the hike would have been more successful. Once again, I was completely successful with what I was trying to do. I was just trying to see the area that the bus is in, and that's it. So there you go. That's all I'm gonna say about it. This next comment is from Paul Meyer. Why don't you use a GPS? I don't know, Paul. I just like an adventure sometimes. Sometimes I don't want to know exactly what's going on. This next comment is referring to when I got my snow machine stuck out in the middle of nowhere by myself, going out to Alpine Creek Lodge in the deep wilderness, and it was really cold, getting dark. It's kind of a sketchy situation. And this comment's from Troy Pierce. I loved how you faked getting stuck. Good way to get content. Well, Troy, I'm here to tell you, I don't fake anything in this channel. Anything you guys see is happening real time at that moment. There's no staging, there's no faking, there's no script. The stuff is like actually happening. So yes, I did actually get stuck, and that was a really bad situation, or it could have been a really bad situation. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. This next comment here is referring to the same trip, and this comment is from Miss Mecca Mecca. Did I miss the wolves, or was it just plain old clickbait? If you say wolves, I want to see wolves. I enjoy your channel, but I hate clickbaiters. There's a huge difference between sled dogs and a pack of chasing wolves. And for reference, the title of this video was I Thought I Was Dead, Chased by a Pack of Wolves. So I put the pack of wolves in quotation in the title. That way it would signify that I thought I was being chased by a pack of wolves. I thought it was a pretty clear title, but apparently not. That's all I gotta say. I wasn't trying to clickbait anybody. I'm trying not to be a clickbaiter at all. And that's why I put quotations around pack of wolves. There you go. This next comment is referring to YouTube premieres that I do every time I put a video out. This comment's from William Guthrie. Premieres are extremely annoying. I'll probably unsubscribe and just check in from time to time for new videos. Well, William, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna keep on doing premieres. and there's one reason I do premieres. If you do a video premiere, you're able to live chat in a little box while the video is premiering. So I can live chat with you guys in real time. Whereas if I just make a YouTube video and upload it and just put it out there for the world without doing a premiere, then all I can do is comment and all you can do is comment. We can't actually talk to each other. So that's why I do premieres. I'm gonna keep doing them because I like talking to you guys. This is my last comment, and it's referring to a video where I went paddling by myself in this river canyon I'd never been down. The comment is by someone named Fern. Don't do dumb for YouTube. Stay safe. Well, Fern, I'm here to tell you I don't do anything for YouTube, actually. Whatever I'm doing is an adventure that I'm doing, and the camera comes in secondary. The reason I enjoy filming and enjoy YouTube is because it's just another means of creating art on my adventure. So the sole purpose of my adventure is to go on my adventure. The camera is secondary. So I have very few videos where the focus of the video is YouTube. The focus of my videos is the adventures I'm on, and that's what's up. Well guys, I know that's a little different style video, but I just wanted to switch it up a little bit and just have a little fun and look back at some comments, and I hope you guys enjoyed what you saw. If you did enjoy it, make sure to smash that like button down there and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more of my content, which is usually adventure stuff, and we'll do it again soon. Peace, y'all.